I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with this page right over here when you have to actually go ahead and book these slots. So you go ahead, you see, oh, there are dates in April. I would like to book this one. I would select this and I would select continue. And on the next page, what is it? It's basically nothing. It just tells you that no slots are available. You can select different locations. You can choose whichever location you want. But at the end of the day, this message will not go away. That's the hard part. That's the hard part about booking these slots, and that's essentially what's been going on for the last 9 months. And now, as you can see, there's been thousands and thousands of applicants. Actually, not just thousands, hundreds of thousands of applicants. So for the last 9 months, there's been F-1, J-1, M-1, H-1B, H-4, F-2, B-1, B-2, and so many other types of visa applicants which are just waiting just to see a single slot on this page. But for the most part, they are not able to find it. A lot of you guys, you are eligible for Dropbox just because you already had a visa for the US. You're lucky ones. You're the lucky ones. But again, even then, you are not able to get even a single slot for the most part. And that is why the slot situation is so daunting. That's where it hurts the most. Let me tell you, the last massive opening that I saw was basically in June. I believe that was the 6th of June 2021. And there was a mass opening of slots of almost all types of visas, and all the clients that we had, almost that day we booked every single slot for them, right? So no one was basically walking away from on that day without a slot. That's for sure. Yesterday the same thing happened. And we booked about 200 plus slots yesterday. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around 248, so it's actually near about 250. And almost everyone who was working with us, until and unless their account was blocked or something, they got the slot. So basically, that's the importance of, we never know. Like, the thing is, and I don't want you to think of it that, okay, only we can do it. The thing is that you never know when these slots may open. And that's why monitoring 24/7 is so important. And that's essentially why I want to tell you that on YMGrad.com, let me actually take you over here. On YMGrad.com, we're actually building groups for you guys so that you can actually keep each other updated. So all the people in the F1 group and the F2 group, and they can basically connect with each other. They can answer the questions for each other. They can update about slots to each other. So the messaging portion is coming over here very, very soon. And once that is on, within 1 or 2 weeks, you should be able to do this. And we are actually creating that for you guys. Regular updates on this portion, by the way, are available on my YouTube channel, of course, so make sure to subscribe over here, and on the Instagram page, of course, which you should certainly think about following if your goal is to book these slots, because there are some important updates that are pushed out over there. So like I said, this was the biggest slot outburst in the last 9 months. They did not notify us. They did not tell anyone that the slots are going to open today or anything like that. In fact, it was completely out of the blue. Somewhere around 6:47 p.m. the slots started opening all of a sudden, and yeah, we basically, our system detected that, and we started working on it, right? And we actually posted a couple of pictures. If you would like to see, a couple of pictures of the slots booked are already present on our story. We posted them yesterday, actually, in the night itself. So the slots did open today. If you got yours, you're the lucky one. That's great. If you did not get yours, or because the slots opened up for May and June months and you were not able to get one that is for April or early May, in fact, for the most part, well, in that case, you have to work all over again on this bit. And this is very, very important. Of course, you have to work all over again, but the tip that I'm giving you on this video, it's gonna help you out massively. Of course, first off, I told you that we're creating the groups for you guys so that you guys can intercommunicate with each other and you can actually help each other out. Yes, you can certainly come to us. If you come to us, we'll certainly help you. But for those of you who do not want to come to us, they want to do it by themselves, do it by yourselves. But the biggest problem is that you guys are not able to connect very well. So on the website itself, we'll give you a chat option. In the group, you can actually work together as a group. You can set up timings that every 2 or 3 minutes you guys can monitor 24/7. That's something that you guys can do for yourselves, okay? And I want you to be able to do that. So that's why we're building this for you. Now, a lot of you guys ask me, look, Yash, we want to onboard with you. And a lot of people this morning that enrolled with us, yesterday morning actually asked me, and they were like, when can we actually expect a slot? We're onboarding right now. When it can happen? And my answer is always the same. Look, it can happen in 2 or 3 days, and it can also happen in 3-4 weeks also. It depends from person to person, and it depends on when you enroll versus when the US Travel Docs decides to release the slots. And that's the major important part over here. You guys have to understand. Sometimes we are left without a slot for 2 or 3 weeks as well, simply because there are no openings at times, and you have to understand that. So you won't always, so if there was a bulk opening yesterday, it's not going to happen today, it's not going to happen tomorrow, but a couple of weeks, it can happen again, right? but this was the biggest one in the last 9 months, so I'm not sure if it's anything of this level is going to happen. But at the same point of time, yes, there will be future openings. They will still continue to accept the interviews, of course. You don't need to worry about that. You just have to monitor. And for that, I understand that you guys are not able to connect very well. We'll keep unlimited number of registrants over here. You guys can communicate with each other. You guys can help each other out. That's the whole purpose, to tell you that you can actually rely on the platform. Make sure that you're signed up so that we can actually update you once this feature comes out. And one of my pro tips for you guys, just in case some of you guys, some of my brothers and sisters who are doing this on their own, I understand you're in a very difficult situation. You cannot rely on anyone else. You want to do it on your own. I understand, no problem. If you want to do it on your own, my biggest pro tip for you is, and we also work with a lot of clients and they don't understand this at first. It's hard to understand because, anyway, let's say you need a slot for April. Okay, you need to be in the US in April 5th. You need to be in the US by April 5th. Today is 28th of March, whatever, right? For the most part, you're not going to get it. But at the same point of time, if slots for June the 5th are open, what most people do is they don't book it. They don't book it at all because they say, oh, I don't want a June 5 slot. I don't want to go in June. That's the issue. See, you have to have some backup. You want to see, and even if when we actually work on your case, what we would do is we would book that June 5 slot. And then whenever future bulk openings happen, if there's a date that is, earlier than June 5, let's say this is May 5 this time, we would basically go ahead and book the May 5 date. We would not wait and we would not think about, hey, you know what, we want it in April and April only. Look, you have to have a backup. Look, if you can't go in April, hands down, you have to have a backup. So what do? Do you want to wait 2 months after that, or do you want to wait 1 month after that? The answer is you want to wait 1 month, right? So either way, you're going to get the visa, and then after that, it's valid for 5, 10, whatever amount of years based on your visa type. But at the same point of time, you have to get it, right? So that's the important thing. After that, you can go for a lot of things. There's emergency appointments. There's a lot of strategies that we developed over the years. In fact, if you take a look at this error on your screen, this is something that comes whenever there are bulk openings. And in fact, we have actually developed algorithms to actually bypass all of these errors completely, so they never really appear on our screens. That's why we are able to book 200, 250 slots even when the slots actually open up just for a couple of minutes. That's the main important part, guys. You have to actually work on that. You have to work on connectivity. You have to work on being really, really quick when they open up. And trust me, it's not that hard, but you have to be connected. That's all right? And that's why we're building this for you. I just want to update you that this feature is going to be coming up very, very soon. Make sure that you are on our Instagram, on our YouTube, so that when we make it live, you should be able to access it. And apart from that, if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure you're following me on my Instagram, because I leave my number over there a lot of times, so you can connect with me directly a lot of times directly on WhatsApp, right? So if you would be interested, if you are in a hurry, if you're not able to make your mind work, I understand a lot of cases it's very, very difficult to go forward and do things when you're already under a lot of pressure, and you may have deferred your program, or your job may be starting, or you have to have a business trip very, very soon, something like that. I understand your scenario, but at the same point of time, it's important to stay calm and take a look at whatever the experts are doing. I've showed you exactly what we did today to actually go ahead and book that 250 plus slots, because we had a huge team. That's why we were able to do that. I could not have done it alone, and that's what I want you to have as well, and that's what I'm building for you as well over here. All right, I hope this helps you. I really, really hope that you appreciate the effort that we are putting in. Again, if you want one-on-one help, we can do that. You can take a look at the YMGrad.com website. You can go into the services and the visa application help. End to end, every single thing is covered, and even if you get rejected, we work on your process all over again, no extra charges. That's what we offer. All right, I just want to be very clear with you. If that's something you're interested in, you connect with me directly. No one else, connect with me directly. Or if you want to do it by yourself, make sure you just sign up. We'll update you as soon as the feature is live. All right, I hope this video helps. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care for now. And please do not worry so much. Trust me, good things are on their way.